so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son,
gonna be okay.
that whosoever will believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Yo, turn my mic up. Y'all ain't see this coming. Get ready to catch this. Come to snatch your righteous mind, not your edges. God is the goal, and then there's the period. This thing is real. Woo-cha, we serious, intentional, the original. God is in control. Do it for your soul. Gotta let the whole world know. Ayo, ayo.
Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Gonna hear some good news today.
Yo, my people, yo. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Yo, tell somebody in the comments, put it in the comments, everything's gonna be okay. You will be amazed. You will be amazed at what's up, cousin? You'll be amazed at what a little encouragement will do, how far a little encouragement will go. So, yo, please encourage somebody in the comments. Tell somebody everything's going to be okay. Good morning, Mom. Sister Cynthia. So you, my people. Y'all are up in here. So good to see you, Maria. Nana. What's up, Loretta? My people. So good to see y'all. Y'all come on in. Come on over. Yo, had a good time last night at this event. I'm gonna post some of the stories. It was good. What's up, cousin Nat? Yo, everything's gonna be okay. Tell somebody real quick. Tell somebody. I think somebody needs to see it. Somebody needs to experience it. Somebody needs to understand it. Today I want to talk about good friends. Can I talk about good friends? I want to talk about good friends. Good friends is and they could be cousins, aunties, but there's just something about good friends that brings about joy. Community brings about joy. I'm telling you, maybe the joy that you're looking for is right there in some good godly friends. I say this because I was going to talk about this. I'm preaching about this Sunday, but for those of you that haven't seen the alerts, the news alerts, Ellen DeGeneres, her DJ, that used to be on the show, and if you watch Ellen, he was a big part of the show. Passed away by way of suicide. And it's all over the news. You'll see it all over social media if you're on social media. I just got a breaking news report from CNN. So, number one, I'm sorry if I'm breaking that news to you, and if you're hearing it for the first time from me. But DJ Twitch passed away by way of suicide, and we are praying for his mom. If his mom is alive, but I know he was married, so his wife, and I believe he had some children, his children. But it points to this bigger thing of joy that we're talking about, and this season, and what it means to guard our mental health. And here's the word. Twitch is a DJ. Twitch dancing. Twitch the life of the party. Twitch, from the Ellen Show. Twitch is like keeping the ones and twos. He's the soundtrack. He was the soundtrack of the show, creating the soundtrack for people's lives, but obviously deeply challenging in carrying something so heavy that he felt like he couldn't live anymore. We say this nomenclature all the time, and it's become almost cliche, but I hope that we can recapture the essence of this phrase. Please check on your strong friends. The people that are always encouraging, the people that are always there for you, the people that are always, you can always call on them, the people that you assume got it together. Check on them. Check on them. Because just because they're dancing and happy does not mean that they don't carry deep, deep burdens and maybe even struggle with deep sadness. Now, mental illness is a complicated issue, so you got to be careful. A phone call may or may not save someone's life, so it's complicated, right? And it's not as black and white as that. I wish it was, but it's not. But at the same time, don't underestimate the power of having someone know that you see them and that you love them. Y'all hear me today. Hear me today. I'm telling you, what I just said was so profound and so powerful, but it's so mundane, you'll miss it. And I'm telling you, people need this. This is one of the greatest gifts that Christians should bring to our society and culture. We should just be really, really great at seeing people. Watch this. Not seeing what they do for me, not seeing their accomplishments, but just seeing them. Just seeing them. Can I just be vulnerable a little bit here? Can I be vulnerable a little bit here? Because I don't want to make this about me. But as someone that has a gift that people celebrate and appreciate, and I say this to relate to Twitch, and to be honest, other pastors and other singers and other artists that I know help see people and love people beyond their gifts and what you benefit from them. So it's good to say, I appreciate your gifts and all that other kind of stuff. That's good. But take time to always dig a little deeper and say, hey, if you never sang a song, I'd still see you and appreciate you. Hey, you one of the best cooks I know. But hey, if you burn rice and messed up toast, I'd still love you the most. I put a little rhyme on that to make it, hey, Sway in the Morning ain't the only one that can have freestyle. You see what I'm saying? Like you are great. You do your job really well, but my love for you goes well beyond your job. Did you see that? You see what I did there? I said, you do your job really well, but my love for you goes well beyond the job that you do. Hey, you're a great preacher. But if you was a heretic and couldn't figure out theology to save your life, I'd still love and appreciate your existence because I see you and I'm just thankful for you. Do y'all hear me? Don't lock people in to where you just see them transactionally when people long to be experienced relationally. Can I say that again? Don't get locked in where you see people transactionally because they desire to be experienced relationally. And I think so many times, I get it, all of us, because we got a transaction through the day. You know what I'm saying? You, my barista at Starbucks, honey, I don't need to sit here and hug you. I need you to fix my grande caramel macchiato with almond milk, please. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. We do need to be transactional, but I'm calling us to be more than that. Calling to be more than that. When was the last time you just stopped at the grocery clerk or whatever and just said, "Hey, thank you so much for serving and working here. I know it's not easy working this job, the hours in retail, or it may be easy. I don't know, but I just want you to know you just helped me get the food that I need for my family, and I just appreciate you ringing me up. Thank you." That's somebody's child. That's somebody's mama that just rung you up. That's somebody's daddy that just put your bags in the car. Like that's just stop and just say thank you. I see you. I appreciate you. How are you doing? How was your soul? In Luke chapter 1, um, around verse 39, we see this beautiful relationship that I think is a model that I think should encourage us. We see this beautiful relationship. Mary is going through a crisis. It's going to be beautiful, and she's going to be the mother of Jesus. But let me tell you something. If you don't think Mary was anxious and tripping and troubled by the challenge and the burden of this, I just really think she was. I think she was marked with humanity like all of us, and she had some of the same proclivities towards anxiety that all of us have. As a matter of fact, when the angel talks to her, says, "Mary, you're gonna be pregnant," and let me tell you something. Hey, your son is gonna save the world. Meanwhile, he's having a conversation with Elizabeth. Uh, she in it. Service Mary, even Elizabeth, who is her relative. So listen to this. The angel, let me just read it. Luke 35. The angel answered, "The Holy Spirit will come on you, and the power of the Most High will overshadow you. So the Holy One to be born will be called the Son of God. Even Elizabeth, your relative, is going to have a child in her old age. And she who was said to be unable to conceive is in her 6 months. For no word from God will ever fail." Ooh. I got to resist the temptation to stop and shout right there. For no word from God will ever fail. I am the servant. I am the Lord's servant, Mary answered. May your word to me be fulfilled. Then the angel left her. Luke does something very interesting. I'm going to talk about this on Sunday. So if y'all come on Sunday, this is like a little preview of what I'm going to get into on Sunday. Luke does a different setup. He sets the whole construct up different. Matthew starts with the genealogy and starts from the begats and all that. Luke starts with Friendsgiving. Y'all know Friendsgiving? Okay. Here's the question. I think I'm going to ask this question Sunday. Here's the question. If Friendsgiving is happening because Thanksgiving, you are stuck biologically with who you got to sit with and be with and eat with. At least most of us. Thanksgiving is preset because we with our cousins, we with our aunties or whatever. And for me personally, that's who I deeply desire to be with. So to all my Thanksgiving folks, I love you and I want to be with you. What happened was, over the last few years, there's been this phenomenon called Friendsgiving, where it's like Thanksgiving is the obligatory, I got to because my family locked in. But Friendsgiving is, these are the people that I really want to hang out with and do Thanksgiving with. But since I can't do Thanksgiving Day with them, let's do a little pre-Thanksgiving celebration. You know what I mean? And all throughout the holidays now, Christmas, folks are doing like pre-Christmas celebrations. Christmas Day, you got to be with your family. That's locked in. But before then, I just get to pick and choose who I get to be with, and I get to pick the list. All right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got the Christmas, the lock in, my people, but then you got my people, my people, it's like the Christmas. So you like the Christmas party. So, it's like the pre thing, who are the people anywhere at any time, dead or alive, your cousins, your best friends, your homies, If you could do Christmas with whosoever you want to do Christmas with, who would it be? Put that in the comments. Put that in the comments real quick. Who would you do pre-Christmas with? So not Christmas Day, but pre-Christmas. Like you had a pre-Christmas celebration. If you could do a pre-Christmas, who would it be with? Who coming over for Christmas? Who you having for Christmas? And you can pick anybody, anybody in the world. So it could be like somebody that you really know, your real homie, or it could be like somebody dead or alive in history or future or whatever. Who would you want to come over for your pre-Christmas celebration? The real deal. I think the real celebration. The real celebration. Who? And just list them up. List them down. Put some names in here. I want to call it out a little bit. Y'all out there, the thing, my feed moving a little slow. My feed moving a little slow. All right. We cheat and blended families holidays. So we do family, chosen family. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's like that list, that list. Who you got on that list? Who you trying to have? Somebody said Sylvester Stallone. Somebody said me. I'm coming over. Okay. Let's do it. I'm coming over. All right. Who else? Who y'all want coming over? Plies. Somebody said Plies. Who you want coming over? Who's the premier guest list for your celebration, for your pre-Christmas celebration? My family, yes. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is brilliant. I would love to have Dave. That's who I would love to have come over. Lamar is smart. My best cooking friends. The Dallas Cowboys offense. Bishop T.D. Jakes, Oprah. There is go. It's starting to come in now. My Pastor Sean Bowles. You. People who make me smile and laugh. I'm so honored. Y'all, I'm making the list for some folks. That's beautiful. Murray family, Bono, Lisa Morgan, Taylor, Albert Tate. I get to come over. Jackie Hill Perry. Oh, I'd love to have Jackie over. She a trip. This is good. Yes, we having Plies. Somebody said Plies and Lil Baby. Y'all a trip. Yo, but if you think about it, like that pre-Christmas crew is like your crew. It's like you turn up, you get excited about it. Luke writes in a way that sets up. Somebody said The Rock, Kevin Hart, and Oprah. Somebody said Maverick City. I just had 7 thoughts run through my head, and I ain't gonna say now one of them. Honestly, just no one toxic, including blood relatives. Amen to that, sister. Amen to that. I'd want to be at your house, Pastor Tate. The way you describe hosting a party and planning the table sounds so amazing. Oh my goodness, yes. I have to show y'all some pictures of our latest table. We love a good table. Rooted group from Pandemic, Jackie, Cliff, Rachel, Joel, Jen, Kelly, Marquis, Joey, Bree, Margaret, Larissa, Mav City. That's a lot of size. Mav City, that's a lot of sides. Somebody said, I need somebody to bring Coca-Cola salad. Margaret, the Connie Tate Martin family. That's good. I know, and you've had that before, so you know that's good. So check this out. So what Luke does, do y'all see this in the text? Luke, we start our story with the Friendsgiving table, with the pre-Christmas table. He introduces us to Zachariah and Elizabeth. They ain't gonna be there. They ain't gonna be there Christmas Day. They're not in the nativity scene. They're not there for the Christmas Day, but they are there for the pre-Christmas celebration. Mary finds out she's pregnant. Somebody said Ricky Jenkins and you and the peeps from Forest Home last time. Oh, that would be fun, Melissa. That would be so fun. Coca-Cola salad. Somebody's asking for Coca-Cola salad. The thing about Zachariah and Elizabeth, y'all go through and just read Luke chapter 2, Luke chapter 1. They make a really big deal about them being old. They just say about 3-4 times that they are old. They're old. Even when the angel is talking to Mary and dropping this news about her having this baby boy, but then he spilled the tea. He's like, hey, but you are not alone. Even your relative Elizabeth, Elizabeth, the old one, child, she pregnant too. So then Mary journeys to go see Elizabeth, and y'all, as soon as Elizabeth sees Mary, Elizabeth's baby leaps for joy. So as soon as they get together, and I don't know if Elizabeth was a strong friend or Mary was a strong relative, but Mary was going through something heavy, and she went to go see her friend. And when she saw her friend, and when Elizabeth saw Mary, Elizabeth didn't see Mary and see a crisis. Elizabeth looked at Mary and saw Christ. You need good, godly friends that when you show up, they don't see your crisis. They can see Christ in the midst of your crisis. You need good, godly friends that when you call, what's inside of them leaps at the response of what's inside of you. You need to have friends that you can call that can see God in you because they got God in them. And their assignment in your life is to encourage you and to bless you and to push you into the purpose that God has for you. The first call you make matters. Imagine Mary called Elizabeth first. Can you imagine if she would have called somebody else and got a different response? Could you imagine instead of going to Elizabeth's house, she went to Agnes's house, and cousin Agnes, instead of her baby leaping, cousin Agnes threw up because she was disgusted at what was going on? Who you call first? Listen, some of you, there are people you don't need to call. I had a friend, they got pregnant, called their mama, getting ready to celebrate the news of what God had done. And the first thing that the mama said was, child, y'all don't need no baby. Y'all don't need no baby. Y'all don't need no child. Y'all can't even take care of yourself. Y'all had a dog. The dog looked hungry. Y'all don't need no baby. Can you imagine being pregnant with your first child and call your mom and that's the response? That left them discouraged, left them frustrated, and still pregnant. So they still pregnant. So they ain't like they can use it. Who you call first matters. Who you call? Don't you call? Ask Joseph. Don't you call and tell everybody about your dream. Everybody can't handle your dream. Everybody can't handle what God is doing in your life. You need some good, godly friends. Come on and hear somebody. You need some good, godly friends that will rejoice with you in your situation. Even if your situation bad, they'll encourage you. They'll encourage you through. You need someone that can see God. That Mary showed up in a crisis. She's 14, pregnant by the Holy Spirit, engaged culturally. She was out of the mix. Culturally, they looking at her like she lost her mind. You need to see somebody. You need to be able to show up, and everybody else think you done lost your mind, and you got that home girl that said, girl, I'm pregnant. And they say, girl, you pregnant. You got purpose inside of you. God's about to do something inside of you. Once Elizabeth got done with Mary, the Bible said Mary stayed there for 3 months. She said, I ain't leaving it. I didn't find my cousin giving me some encouragement. We going through this thing together. You need some people that can see purpose, even in your pain. You need people that can encourage you. And I'm not talking about people that walk in denial. And I'm not talking about people that ignore the real. No, in the midst of all of that, I can see your pain, but I can also see purpose in your pain. I got eyes to see beyond your pain. I got eyes to see beyond your crisis. I can see Christ in your crisis. And I'm going to call that out so I can call you up. Come on now. So check on your strong friends. Who's checking on Elizabeth? Who's checking on Mary? Y'all get together and encourage one another today. I think our mental health and our anxiety is under attack. I think we all way more tired and overwhelmed and anxious than anybody's willing to admit. But I think the years will turn and look back at this time and post, whether it's COVID, war, gun violence, all this stuff. I don't know about y'all, but that makes me anxious. But what happens is you just got to keep breathing. You got to keep living. So you learn to live with anxiety. And over time, that weighs on your mental health. So we got people committing more suicides are more rampant now than ever before. When you start looking at the stats with suicide, it's bad. It's bad. So we need to check on our friends. Let's just not assume that they're good. And our friends that have gifts, let's not just use their gifts as transactional. They don't desire a transaction with you. They desire a relationship. They want to be seen. I'm a person. I'm more than what I produce. I'm more than what I do. I'm human. And we need to see one another's humanity and encourage one another's humanity. Let people know they matter to you. Let people know they matter to you. So can we do something as we get ready to go? On your phone or anywhere, think of about 3 or 4 strong friends that are a blessing to you. 3 or 4 people that are a blessing to you. 3 or 4 people that are a blessing to you. And I want you to take a moment and text them now. Now, listen, let me tell you. Now, let me address your expectations. Ain't nobody about to confess a whole lot of stuff over no text message or tell you that. That's not the goal. The goal ain't be like, hey, just seriously, tell me everything that's going on with you. Ain't nobody about to do that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's not necessarily the goal. If that happens, praise God. The goal is to say, hey, I see you. I want you to know that you are loved deeply. You matter deeply to me. And sometimes it can be isolating. Sometimes if you ever feel alone, I know that I want you to know you're not by yourself. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just thinking, but just encourage, just say, you matter. I see you. I appreciate you for more than just what you do. I appreciate you for who you are. I appreciate you. And I'm so thankful you're in my life. And then put this on there. If that's how we say it down south. If you so never, which translates, if you ever need anything, and if I got it, it's yours. If I got it, it's yours. Text. If you can get on a phone call and have a phone call, that's cool. Sometimes that requires more work than necessary. Or schedule a Zoom call with a friend, or just say, hey, let's go to coffee. I want to pick you up. I want to take you out to dinner. All the above. But check on your strong friends today and really do it. I agree so much. Past few years, it is bad. This is not a replacement relationship. Oh, okay. 988 is the new mental health hotline. 988 is the new mental health hotline. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for putting that in there. So if you yourself are struggling and you need somebody to talk to, 988 is the mental health hotline. Also at our church, we have something that we call Pastor of the Day. So there's a pastor that's ready and available right now at Fellowship and Made for Fellowship to talk to you. You can reach out to Made for Fellowship and schedule a counseling appointment or talk to a pastor today. But let's remember DJ Twitch's family. I thought about him, and as I'm sitting with Mary and Elizabeth, I just thought, wow, those are some good friends. They were good friends. They were relatives, but more than relatives, they were good friends. I know what it's like. I got good relatives. Some of y'all just got jacked up relatives, and I'm sorry, but I got really great relatives. I honestly really do. I really do. I got good, godly relatives that are praying for me all the time, that are available. I don't ever have to worry about being hungry or homeless. There are literally 100 people that I could just go crash at. Now, my 4 kids, they may have to find somewhere else to go, but me and LaRosa, we got somewhere to go. I'm just playing. But I got some great family members that just love me so well. I feel so seen. And I'm so thankful for my family. But I guess my point is, it could be family or not. This is beyond blood. So if you find that in your family, then great. Mary and Elizabeth found it in family. They were relatives, and they had each other's back. They covered each other. So cover one another today. All right. Y'all have a good day. It's challenging. It started with a damper. We're praying for DJ Twitch's family. We're praying for you, and we're praying for our strong friends and checking on them. So check on some folks today. Make a couple of text messages. Take time to make a couple of calls. Let's check on one another. Let them know that they're seen and they're loved. Yes, fellowship does offer therapy. Fellowship does offer therapy. Fellowship does offer therapy. All right, y'all. Love you. Check out the message on Sunday. Look, hey, yo, your boy is back, and God's been so good in this word. Check out last week. We talked about peace. Yo, so good, so powerful. And then this coming week, woo! We talked about joy. I get so confused. I've done so much preaching. Yesterday, I taught joy. Yeah. So I'm preaching joy this Sunday. Peace was last Sunday. And then we got our Christmas Eve services coming up. So, all right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow. I won't be on Friday. So tomorrow is our Friday. Thursday, we'll wrap up the week. Don't miss this last week of Advent as we celebrate God's goodness and God's grace. And then and then next week is actually Christmas. So we'll hook it up then. Check on your strong friends. Peace.